left that I would not be leaning on God. See, if I got any part left that I'm relying on my own insider understanding, I just violated the verse. See, when somebody's robbing you and they say, give me all your money, and you give them some of their money, what usually happens? You get shot, because they ain't playing with you. You act like you don't know what all means. Even in the cartoons, when they tell you, give me all your money, they pick up by your feet and do this. They shake it all out of you. So we understand what all means. He says, hey man, lean on, trusting, and be confident in the Lord with everything you got. If we do that, we don't have to worry about the last part of the verse. We don't have no insight. We don't have no understanding. Because I done gave all of it to him. Verse 6, in case we missed verse 5.
In all your ways.
How many? How many? See, we say this verse, but now tell the truth on yourself. We don't believe it, and we sure don't practice it. In all of our ways, do what?
Know, recognize, and acknowledge him. 3
different realities. Come on.
And he will direct and make straight and plain your paths.
Watch this. How do I get God to not direct? You do it on your own. I know where I'm going. I got this. Crash. Wreck. Run off the road. All of that. Watch this. Because the scripture says, and this is from Proverbs, the wise man in the world. Solomon, he said, I done learned some stuff. I done learned I need God's help. That's the wisest man in the world. Way down the ladder from us. Way more sense than us. And with all that sense, that, watch this, that where did he get it from? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Says young man, when he didn't have no sense, he asked God, hey, give me some understanding. And so what we call the wisest man in the world is not because he went to school. He didn't inherit it genetically. He got it from God. James says, if any man like wisdom, let him ask of the Father. And that's why we ain't got no sense. We won't ask God. Now, trust in the Lord and acknowledge him, and he'll show you which way to go. I think that's Solomon trying to tell somebody you need help. Way more than you're willing to admit. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 29. You know, Solomon was a king. That's a political person. We can't, like a politician, we can't hear him. Well, let's see if you can hear a prophet. He was a man of God. Probably not, but we're going to read it anyway. Jeremiah 29:11. Watch this. Listen to this carefully. You're going to look at this.
For I know the thoughts and plans that I have for you, says the Lord.
Says the who? So this is God reflecting on himself. I know what I think. I know what's in my own mind. I know the plans that I have for you. Now this is in reference directly to Israel, who is getting ready to go into captivity. And they're going into captivity because they wouldn't obey God. So now their future looks dim. They were in the promised land, enjoying the good of the land, wouldn't obey God, and God put them out.
All right now.
But he told them before they went in. This is the way it goes. I'm putting the Canaanites out because they don't do what I say do. And you can get over here and enjoy yourself all you want. But now if you get over here and have forgot how you got over here and start doing things your own way, do you remember how you got here? I'll put somebody out for you to get here. And if I put them out, but watch this. Israel heard it. They ain't believe that. Watch this. And God put them out. But now, while their future looked dim, this is what God is saying. While it looked bad for you.
Thoughts and plans for welfare and peace, and not for evil, to give you hope in your final outcome.
What? You done assessed your whole situation and I might as well quit.
Yep.
I not only have messed up, I've been. And as I examine my future, it look like I'm gonna keep on. I might as well just But did you hear what God said? In your toe-up state, I got plans for you. Watch this. Watch this. Mickey, look at that. Thoughts and plans for welfare. That's not a bad word. That's to be taken care of. And peace. And not for evil. You think because of your situation, by disobeying me, I got evil set out for you. That's just how you view me. That's not how I view you. You know when a parent is getting their kid good, the kid believes at that time the parent absolutely hates them. Because they don't understand the full scope of life. They just know what they know at that time. Israel was the same way. We think we know. And we just read, you don't know nothing. We need to be leaning and depending on a God who knows everything. All right? Trust in me, lean on me. I'll show you where to go. And right behind that, I'll show you where to go because I'm the one with the plan for your life. No. I'm not interested in your plan for your life. Oh, you should have wrote that down. Because see, you know, I'm going to school, and when I graduate, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then after this, you know, I'm going to get married, and then after that, I'm going to have 2.3 kids. I don't even know what that is. And we're mad, upset, and frustrated because things are not going the way we want them to. Newsflash, this ain't about you. Nobody's interested in what you want to do with your life. Because newsflash, it ain't your life.
All right now.
Right.
You didn't figure out how to come here on your own. We were brought here. God had reason for us being here. Wow. Lean on me, trust in me, because I'm the one, I don't care what you believe, I'm the one with the plan for your life. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 23. I'm trying to show you the real necessity of faith, why we have to operate within it. This is why the world and we are in the train wrecks every day that we're in because of this.
O Lord, please Jeremiah in the name of the people, I know that the determination, the way of man is not in himself.
What?
It is not in himself.
Come on.
It is not in man, even in a strong man or in a man at his best, to direct his own steps.
That can't be English. Did you hear the prophet? He says, I sat in class long enough until God helped me learn this lesson. I learned something today. I figured out that the way of man is not in himself. What is that in English?
You can't do it.
See, God, we just read, who got the plan? No, look, Darren, I got my own plan for my life. Well, that's just wonderful. You just stuck out. Because what you finna do? I know what I'm finna do with my life. Did you hear what the prophet just said? If you chart out your own destination, Marissa, you'll never find it.
Right.
See, we're nodding, but we're looking, but we ain't listening. He said, the way, wherever you're trying to go, it's not in you. Then the prophet said that I'm going to show you how dumb people are. It is not even in another man. But we steady asking folk what they think we ought to do with our life.
All right.
They don't know what to do with their own life. So you hear Jesus in the New Testament said, the blind, watch this, and they both. That's what it's supposed to fall. See, when we read them, we go, But you, at a blind job, at a blind church, following a blind ministry, following a blind man.
All right now.
Want him to take you somewhere he can't even see. We married the blind folk. What you see? I see what you see. The dark. Watch this. God says, you need me more in a way that I can't even articulate. Lean on me, trust in me. I'll show you where to go. you'll never figure it out on your own. Isaiah 53:6. This is why without faith, without divine persuasion. Isaiah 53:6. Because whatever you think about faith, it's nothing that you got on your own, and it's nothing that you can develop on your
All
own.
right.
Anybody even hearing me? We preach and teach stuff as if we can control our own environment, our own destiny. And man, Jesus says it so clearly. He says, I'm the vine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get the real picture. You ain't nothing but the branch. He says, and I got news for you. Unless you are connected with me and I'm connected with you, all the effort you want to. He says, without me. See, we know the verse, but we don't believe it because we are still trying to accomplish without him.
All right.
Isaiah 53:6. Watch this.
All we like sheep.
Some worldly folk, poor folk, certain ethnicities. What does that verse say? Come
All,
on.
like sheep, have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has made to light upon him the guilt and iniquity of us all.
Why in that verse, why are people catching hell? You have never seen sheep nowhere just by themselves. Because when you do, what you realize, where's the shepherd? Because if they out there just freelancing, then you ain't even looking at the sheep no more. Uh-oh. It's got to be some lions, tigers, and bears gonna eat
All right now.
good today. Because ain't no way. They don't have no defense. They can take out running. Where they going? They don't know where they going. To run from an enemy, they be ran straight off a cliff and don't even know it. No sense of direction, no nothing. They can't fend for themselves. So he says, if we are like sheep have gone astray, that means we operated without a shepherd. Ain't nobody even hearing me. And we thought we did something. We turned everyone. Sister Helen, I got this. I've been around the block a few times. And you still lost. But you've been around the block a few times self. Proverbs 14:12. Watch this. They turn to their own way. I'm good. No, man. So you've never traveled and really been lost. I mean really been lost. See, when you've really been lost, how do you help yourself? Okay, I done went down this street twice. I'm going to go down this street now. And then what we discover is, you don't believe this reality, we get loster.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you keep driving it on, it finally dawns on you sooner or later, I need. Watch this. And when you really lost, Dorothy, you'll take it from whoever you can get it from. Watch this. The last verse we said, all we like should have gone straight, and every man has turned to his own.
Right.
Let's see what that gets us.
Even in laughter.
12.
There is a way, there is a way which seems right to a man and appears straight before him.
Let's take it.
That's the way to go.
This it.
That's the way to go.
This is it.
Right.
I just got a feeling this is the right way to go. I don't know, just something in me, man. Like you got some kind of internal GPS that only works sometimes. Not when you lost it, ain't. Watch this. Let's take this road. Watch this.
But at the end of it is the way of death.
And I know it ain't just me, Kenny. You done been in traffic and a car jump off and turn down the street strong, and 7 more cars turn right behind them. Because it just looked like them. They know. And I mean, see if we just going, and then finally, he done turned down the street and it's a perfect cul-de-sac. Oh, Lord. Now he done backed up and turned around looking at something else. What y'all follow me for? Because it looked like you knew where you was going. I ain't never said I knew where I was going. I'm trying to find a way like y'all. See, and that's a terrible feeling to realize I'm following you because I'm late for work. I'm trying to make a shortcut because it looks like you know where you're going, only to discover I've been following somebody just as lost as me. Now when we all U-turn, now everybody just sit there because now you're trying to figure out, now who we finna follow.
All right now.
And you waiting on them and they waiting on you. And we just sitting there because now we're off in some neighborhood somewhere. Now how do we get back to the main road? Yeah. So we already went astray and then stumbled up on a straight road. Here it is. It's the road of death though. Wow. Spiritually and physically. It spoke and found out that verse 12 is true.
Amen.
It spoke, I just want to see what alcohol tastes like. And after one drink, out of here.
All right now, that's it.
I just thought it was a road to experience a little drink. No, it was death for you. Oh, let's get high stuff. I just want to get high one time to see what it feels like. Out of here.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
While it seemed like
Right.
the thing to do, it was. It was the thing to do to figure out the quickest way to die.
Yeah.
I've known girls, I just want to see what sex is. And after the first time you get pregnant, you get an STD, what are the odds? The odds are extremely great when we freelance without God.
All right.
Go back to Hebrews 11. So now all of those verses should have confirmed that when he says in verse 6, we need faith in operation in our lives more than we can articulate in words. Without it, what does impossible mean? So now, if pleasing or being satisfactory to God is anywhere on your radar, and as a child of God, it ought to be heavy on your radar, the writer says, if you're not operating in the faith that he gave you, forget it. So you got to have it. And it must be developed. Watch this. You can't escape the divine persuasion. The next line says, for whoever
would come near to God.
Wait a minute. How you gonna do that? I got tired of being in sin, child. I didn't stop until I found the Lord. You a lie.
That's right.
The scripture says we love darkness. We were never coming out. God not only had to call us out, he had to bring us out. And then got to put an angel there to keep us out. Watch this.
Amen.
John 14.
Jesus said to him, I am the way
Watch this.
and the truth and the life.
Get this part.
No one comes to the Father except through me.
For he who comes to God, you don't just go to God. You don't even know where he is. You don't even know how to access him.
All right.
Watch this. All these people that we read are those who came in agreement. But this is individual faith. What you never saw in the Old Testament was a people faith, a nation of faith. Just individuals. Because as a group, Kenny wasn't available. Yep. Why you don't see where God spent time talking to Sarah? You ain't saying nothing. Where are the meetings she had with God? Because as far as God was concerned, I just need one somebody in that house to have it. And if just one somebody in that house got it, that's all the connection I need. He showed you that from the beginning. He would come and walk with Adam. I don't need to walk with Eve. I didn't make Eve for me. I wasn't the one by myself. I made her for you. Walk with her. Well, you missing all of that. We can't approach God without Jesus.
All right.
That sounds like divine persuasion to me. That sounds like God helping. Watch this. Galatians 3:23. There's a song that we sung many years ago, I got Jesus, and that's enough. But see, you don't even know what that really means. All of the rest of this chapter is filled with individuals who came in agreement with God by faith. You don't see it mention groups of people because it wasn't available. Watch this. Look at this carefully.
Now before the faith came.
What? What does that mean? Watch this. We were
perpetually guarded under the law.
Who's the we? Wait a minute. So when you think about guarded under the law, where are we at in the Bible? Old Testament? All these folks we're reading about are in the... So they operated in faith, but what he thought? He said before
the faith came.
A faith that was available to the mass. We were perpetually guarded under the law. Kept what?
Kept in custody in preparation for the faith. Wow. That was destined to be revealed, unveiled, disclosed.
Watch this.
Wow.
Watch this.
Wow.
Dorothy, it was there, but the people, because they built their whole existence on what they could see. And faith, in essence, is about what you can't see.
Jesus, have mercy.
Watch this. Before the faith came, we were perpetually guarded. You couldn't escape. Under the law, kept in custody. That's locked up. Watch this. Not for the death penalty. I got you in a holding cell because when I release you,
My God, today.
I'm not releasing you to go back into the law. I'm only releasing you to come into a dimension you didn't even know existed. Not even hearing me.
Oh, yes,
All right.
Kept in custody, and I was actually getting you ready. But you missed the get ready class because you were so busy fussing and fighting and cussing and complaining about being in custody, failing to realize this wasn't about the lockup, this was about the preparation. This has been said all the time. The Bible says first natural then spiritual. Because see, this is how we miss God. Because we think we know. It's 10,000 of them now, but in the first Karate Kid, Daniel is getting his behind whooped by several people in the movie. And he gets tired of that, and he meets this old karate master. I want you to teach me how to fight. Karate is not for fighting. He didn't hear none of that. I want you to teach me how to fight. I'm tired of getting beat up. All right? Come to my house tomorrow. He comes to the house tomorrow, and he says, okay, I need you to wash these cars. He had like 20 cars. So, okay, you know, no big deal. It's an old man. He starts to wash the cars, and I need you to wax it. So he went, hey! Wax on. Wax off. Now his shoulders hurt and everything. At the end of the day, Dorothy, ain't no. And what you think this? He want to do all this over there? No. Wax on a certain way. Wax off a certain way. All right. He finished with the cars. All right, now let's come up with this karate stuff. Paint the fence.
All right now.
Paint the fence. Now, he ain't saying it because he's mad, because I need this man to help me now. Now he wants to just, hey! Paint up. Down. It's got to be such a certain way. Now he didn't paint it down. I mean, he got fenced for days. Then he painted it inside, and he was like, okay, let's get to the Christ head. Now the outside. Woo! At this point, he didn't hit the ceiling. Hey, I didn't come here to do your chores. I didn't come here to do all of this. I came to learn karate. I want to learn how to fight. First of all, it ain't about fighting. It's about being able to defend yourself. So the man said, now stand there. Now the man went to swing at him and stuff. He said, don't just stand there. Wax on. And so when he started doing the stuff, he was able to defend himself. Now, paint the fence. Now when he started painting the fence, sandbar, when he started doing all the stuff, the manual stuff, he realized, I thought I was just working. This man been showing me stuff all the time, but I've been missing it all the time. I'm mad because I want him to stand and chop this and chop that, and it ain't what I thought it was. He took something simple and made it work. So now I not only know how to do karate moves, I know how to paint.
All right.
I know how to wax on and wax off. I know how to sand the fence. Yeah. Imagine that. God's word says, my way. Yeah. God showed me how to go in there and chop my boss head off. Okay. Now this is how you're going to do it. Now go in there and smile in his face and keep your mouth shut. Yes. Now I want to chop his head off. I'm finna show you how to chop his head off. I don't want to do it that way. No, I want you to give me a sharp knife or something. I want to do it that. That's your way. That ain't my way. Watch this. And we go back and forth. He says, I was preparing you for something. For a faith that was destined only means, Mother Deborah, it was something in your future that you didn't even know was in your future. See, all you saw was law. What God saw was faith preparation. All of the bad places we've been in our life, we thought they were bad places. They were preparation places.
Amen.
Because God used all of them to get you ready for the next place.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
See, because when you get to the next place and stuff break out, what you realize is, I see a little bit now.
That's right. That's the lesson.
Yeah. See these games y'all playing? See, you don't know what I just came out of. This little bitty foolishness, it don't get to me. You don't know what I had to deal with. Well, newsflash. See, God brought us through all of that so that we could deal with this.
Yep.
A faith that was destined to be revealed, unveiled, and disclosed. Before faith came. Well, who brought the faith then? The same one who dealt with the law. That's who did it. So when Christ came, he brought a faith that was available for the mass. Go back to Hebrews 11. So he that comes to God can't come to him without Jesus. Well, who made Jesus bring faith? Well, the Father did, because it was his love that made Jesus come. He helping all the time. Watch this. For whoever would come near to God, we just read, you don't come near to God. Jesus brings us near. Well, how come any more folk close to God? Because of that next part. Not only do you come near to God, you must
necessarily
believe
that God exists and that he is a rewarder of those who earnestly and diligently seek him out.
You gotta believe. Well, why don't we believe that God exists? Where's the problem? That's the reason why we don't believe God exists. Romans chapter 10. Verse 14.
But how are people to call upon him whom they have not believed,
You see that?
in whom they have no faith, on whom they have no reliance? And how are they to believe in him, adhere to, trust in, and rely on him, of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without a preacher?
And that's, like you said, we just read through all that. And that's how we read. That's how we study. We just plow through. How are people to call upon him in whom they have not believed? So now, look at how it works. How are people to call upon somebody in whom they have not believed? Well, what causes the people to start to believe?
They got to hear.
Faith.
They have to what?
They have to hear.
You got to hear about the him in order for you to believe in the him.
Right.
And after you believe in the him, you begin to develop, not get, develop the faith in the one that you keep hearing about as you're believing.
Right.
But I'm not just believing and having faith for no reason. I'm having to rely on him. That means as stuff unfolds in my life, I have to keep hearing, now turn to him. That's your help. That's your source. That's your God. That's your everything. Turn to him. Watch this. Well, why doesn't it work? How are they to believe in him of whom they have never? Watch this. The issue at hand is not that we don't hear. The issue is, Kenny, we won't hear who God sends.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
See, I lean to my, so I pick and choose
I want to hear.
who I want to hear. And Marissa, I only pick those people that say what I,
Want to hear.
Yeah.
and that's why we don't go nowhere. We don't accomplish nothing in our life and about nothing, because that person was never ordained or authorized by God to not even speak to you, nor to speak into you. But that's who we listen to. We get to crossroads in our life all the time, and we call the dumbest, don't know nothing, ain't been nowhere, ain't accomplished nothing person in the whole existence of mankind to ask them what they think we ought to do.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
And because they just as crazy as you, here they come.
That's
Well,
right.
child, if I was you. And you sitting right there taking notes. Hold on. What'd you say? Let me write that down.
All right. All right.
Watch this. God makes sure that there ought to be a preacher in everybody's life.
Amen. Right.
Not the one you picked.
Right. When he sins.
And how can men be expected to preach unless they are? That's what 15 says. So now watch this. Who has the plan for your life? You don't believe it? I already know where you've been. I know where you are and where you're going. I know the whole scope of your life. So now, I know who to send with the exact word for just what you're going through.
Yeah.
The only problem is you won't listen to him.
Right now.
I'm going to call my mom. Then you shocked when God make your mama tell you, I don't know what you're supposed to do. What you mean you know what I'm supposed to do?
Hallelujah.
Your mama. Yeah, a mama with sense. To tell your dumb self, I don't have all your answers.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. What you looking for is higher than me. Watch this. God sends us what we need, but we discard what we need because of what we want.
Yes.
Amen.
That's right. Yep. Yes, sir.
Ahab got in trouble and wanted to go into a fight against another nation. He knew he was in trouble. He called Jehoshaphat, which was king of Judah, to come and help him. The king came. He said, before we fight though, he said, I want to hear something from you. Let's see what God got to say about this.
Yes.
You got to have a man of God in town. Ahab said, yeah, I don't like him. What you mean you don't like him? Don't talk like that about the man of God. He ain't never got nothing good to say about me. Jonathan said, don't be like that, man. Let's just call him and see what he got to say. So Elisha came and Ahab said, what can we do? Hey man, go on. God gonna give you great victory. He said, man, quit playing with me. You ain't never got nothing good to say with me. Hey man, say what God said. Well, since you didn't put it that way, go up there if you want to, you can get your head handed to you today.
All right now.
He told Jehoshaphat, see, I told you he don't have nothing good to say about me. Yeah. But now he made sure his wife had 850 false prophets on the payroll. What you think they were saying?
Yeah, they want that shit.
Whatever words you need to hear from God, that's the word. That's what he got for you. See, you're looking for, and we picked those same kind. See, we want to do what we want to do. And so, if that church speaks the word of God and it goes against what I want to do, well, I'm going to find me another church. And the tragedy is, there's one out here for you that will let us do. And then we wonder why we don't have the blessings of God. We don't have the favor of God. We can't get the direction of God. We can't get the nothing from God because we are where we want to be and not where he told us to be. And God asks to the church daily, such as should be saved. He knows who he wants to be where he wants them to be. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody visiting your church. You're not authorized to make people come join your church.
All right, Lord.
You don't know where they're supposed to go.
Yes, that's a God.
And when we over overrule God, we don't bring help to the church, we bring headache to the church.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then you wondering how to get them out of here. You should have never brought
Amen. Amen.
them. My brother, I run into people all the time. Yep, ooh, I'm looking for a church. Yeah, I'm looking for one for you too. Y'all don't even hear what I'm saying. I've been in Dallas over 30 years. I done played at enough churches and have developed enough relationships with folk. If I wanted to, out of the will of God. Did you hear that part?
Yes, sir.
Dorothy, I could have been had this building filled 5 times over. I could have.
Right.
This would be a room full of hell.
You better believe that.
Because I can't show you no Bible verse where it says, and I'm supposed to add.
Right.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where you've been. I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you at.
Yes.
And God puts them in the church of Darren as He know what people need. He also knows what we don't need.
Amen.
Watch this. Well, why don't we? Well, why not we calling on it? Why aren't we getting the help that we need? Because we're not hearing the one that God sent to speak the exact word to us.
Lord, thank you, Lord.
Go to Romans 12 and we're out of here. And as a result, nothing is changing for us or our circles. Twelve and 2. Watch this.
Do not be conformed to this world, this age, fashioned after and adapted to its external, superficial customs.
Stop. See, when we read that, we always think in the street.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what more world is? It's more world in the church than in the street.
You gotta say that.
That's all the modern church is external, superficial customs. That's all the modern church is. The modern church is about looking the part and not being the part.
Amen. Amen.
This Bible speaks of holiness as a way of life. We preach and teach holiness as a way of look.
Amen. Amen.
This Bible teaches that prayer is about the content of what is being said between the one who needs and the one who got. The modern church teach is more about the way you look when you pray.
All right, that's it. That's
God ain't hearing it. Yeah, your head ain't bowed. Your eyes ain't closed. You ain't on your knees. Your head ain't covered. Your feet ain't covered. Yeah. Yeah. We go through all of these shenanigans about the postures, superficial external customs with no real connection to God. And yet the Bible says we have the look of it, but we deny the power. Well, where did the power come from? The actuality of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I'm way ahead of you. Yeah, it's important to look holy. You sure ain't holy.
Oh, I thank you, Lord.
Wow. Wow. We're already conformed. And because we don't believe this world in the church, we think it's all right. And we know it's world because it's man. Because the Bible says man looks on the... And that's all we're concerned about.
That's right.
Long as you and your spouse sit together in church, y'all jokers ain't talked and had sex in 9 months.
Come on now.
But y'all sit together in church.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Y'all look the part. Yeah. It got the nerve to be used you as an example in the sermon. See that? Look at Brother and Sister Joe. See how they sitting together? See how I got his arm around her? Then as soon as they leave church and go around the backside of that Greyhound station where can't nobody see y'all, now they busting and cussing all the way to the house. You don't see that part though? He ain't brought his check home in 4 months. She ain't washed the dish and cleaned the dish. She ain't cooked the dish in 6 months.
All right now.
But they the example of the church.
Say it, son.
Superficial customs. Happy Sabbath. What's happy about it? You've been drinking lemon juice all week.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
You ain't spoke to nobody in all week. Now it's happy Sabbath. You full of it. Man, that's superficial.
Amen.
The Bible says holy hug, holy kiss. You ain't there. You can't kiss somebody holy.
All right now.
You can't even hug holy. What is this foolishness? We do that because superficial, y'all. The man said, cut the foolishness. Quit doing that.
Right.
But we keep doing it because we're listening to somebody that's saying this is right. This is of God. It ain't of God.
All right, say.
But you never know it because your ears are only tuned to hear those that God never sent.
Amen.
He said somebody done change in your life. You go to every conference that come to town. Ain't nothing changed. But they bottom line, because you paid $1,000 to get there. That's the only thing that changed. Was their bank account. You done bought all the books, all the CDs, all the videos, everything else. You done bought the t-shirts, the ribbons, the hats, you know. I was at the convention, yeah. And that's all that's been at the convention was you and your money. Because I promise you, did nothing come back from the convention that changed you or your circumstance. Because newsflash, God wasn't even at the convention. Where he is, you won't go. Could have saved $1,000. But you won't hear who he's saying. He said, don't be that way. But be
Transformed.
watch this.
Changed by the entire renewal of your mind, by its new ideals and its new attitude.
Now, same ideas.
New ideals.
Y'all, watch this. The stuff that we're preaching and teaching, it's only new because we won't study.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right now.
It didn't just get in this book. It's been there. Then when you read it, you'll be like,
All the time.
what have we been doing? I've been in church for 200 years. What have we been doing? Keep on. We ain't been doing nothing.
Walk right over.
Learned last night from a former deacon, that's up another place. Man, and I mean going through the motions proud. I'm doing this thing.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Got my shirt starched with a wrinkle life.
Hallelujah.
Make sure my gloves was white and my life was dirty.
Right.
Anybody hear what I'm saying? Boy, we just going through, hey! All this holy. Well, in that government, can't nobody stand up that end.